an effort. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. It showed us how on the employees, it showed us how to exchange our time and effort for income, right? So that means if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. You don't go to work, you don't get paid. Now, keep in mind, I said 95% of us fight over 5% of the world's wealth. So 60% of us, right? I used to be an employee. We hang out in that space. 60% of the 95%, we go to work and exchange our time for money. That is what we do, right? And then some of us who get really smart and say, you know what? I don't want a boss. I want to be a boss. Well, guess what? Congratulations. You promoted yourself to making more money as a self employed individual. But see, here's the difference. Now you have no time because you're dedicated to your business. The business actually owns you. That is what we do on the left side of the cash flow quadrant. You have your employees and you have your self employed individuals. So here's the question. The question is, how do I go from the left side of money to the right side of money? Because I told you that what? 5% of the population shares 95% of the wealth. Well, who are these individuals, right? They're business owners. That's who they are. Business owners. What do business owners have? They have systems in place that work for them to build their assets. So if you don't believe me, I want you to think about it for a second. Think about franchise. Think about Chick-fil-A. Think about the systems that they have in place. When you go to Chick-fil-A, everybody's so nice and they're dressed so clean and they're so crisp. A system. A system. Think about how you pull up to the window and they take your order with a big smile and they're always happy and they're excited to be there. That's a system. Think about how you go to the window, they give you your food, and they say, all right, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. That's the system. The business owners have put together a model, a system that works for them even when they're not there. Okay. Then the other side of the population, you have the investor mindset, right? The investor mindset occupies 1% of the world's population. Guess what, you guys? They send their money out to work for them. They don't necessarily go out and work for their money. They take their money and they invest it. So if you think about your Warren Buffett, let's think about the president, 44 plus one. Let's think about him. He built his empire by investing real estate. He sent his money out to go bring him back more money. He's also in the market. So those tweets that he sends out, it sends the market in a certain direction. Guess what? That's by design. Right? A lot of his friends make money when the market goes a certain way. So how do you learn how to be a business owner or an investor? Well, I can tell you this. Um, a great percentage of that comes through the bloodline. Think about it. Think about the Trump children. They learned how to become business owners, and they were taught since they were little, being at the dinner table, talking about business. They were hearing what their destiny was going to be from the moment that they were young. They never talked about being an employee or becoming self employed. It's put the systems in place, become investors. That is what the elite are teaching their children. And that's about 3% right there. So 3% are taught to be on that side, the right side of money through the bloodline. Okay. But most of us went to public school, so we were taught to be on the left side of money. Even if you went to private school, guess what? There's no guarantee that you're going to end up on the right side of money, right? As a matter of fact, there's a lot of people who went to public school that's on the left side of money. And I used to work with a lot of them. They're called doctors, right? That's what my parents told me. Hey, quality trees. I need for you to go to school. I want you to do better than what we did. I want you to go to school to become a doctor, a dentist, or a lawyer. How many of your parents told you the same thing? It's like they all had this code, right? this book that they were all reading. But I'm sad to say that even a surgeon, one of the top paying physicians, if he don't go to work, if he don't step foot in the operating room, guess what? He don't get paid. That self-employed individual, guess what? They have all the money. But let's think about them for a second. The beauticians. Let's think about the barbershop owners. So when COVID came and we were shut down for a couple of weeks, nothing was happening. So they didn't get paid. So I want you to really look at this and I want you to figure out where you are. on this quadrant? Are you on the left side of money or are you on the right side of money? So I'm going to share with you today how to get on the right side of money. Here inside Rich University, what we offer literally is mentorship. We have a private community that we have trading ideas. We have one in particular called Tokyo, China, that we do every single night, right? Monday through Thursday, right? We have trading plans to help you to be able to go from one side to the other side. We also have an academy called the Independent Business Owner Academy. You get to trade binary options inside of the stock market. We also have cryptocurrency, right? I know y'all have heard about Bitcoin. And we also trade foreign exchange, right? So these are just some of the things that we have to offer. Not all, but some of the to offer. But even with me explaining that, you're probably still thinking, girl, what is Forex? Foreign exchange, that's all it is. It's real simple. We simply buy one country's currency for another country's currency. That's it. We buy low and we sell high. We buy low and we sell high. So let's just say if you're in business, I'm talking to my business owners, right? So if you purchase a product for wholesale, you turn it around and you mark it up for retail. So you buy low, you sell high. That's what we do. So you already know what we do here. We just do it in the form of currency. We operate in the largest financial market, which about $6.7 trillion a day moves through this market. Honestly, when I saw this number, I thought to myself, man, I don't even have to be good, but if I could get a percent of a percent of $6.7 trillion a day, I don't even have to work that hard. Mathematically, it's just a numbers game, you guys. Also, it is a global, and you don't even have to be technologically sound to do this, right? Look at me. But we operate in the largest global market, and it's the most liquid market in the world, operating 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And you can operate it from your cell phone, any smart device. And I'll say this again, we're in the information technology age. And if you're literally not taking advantage off of apps on your phone and you're not making money off of your phone, I really need you to rethink that. And I like to even jokingly say, if your phone not making you money, it's not a smartphone at all. It's actually kind of a dumb phone because it costs $1,000. They should bring you back something, right? So who participates in this space? Banks, the central banks, financial institutions, and individuals like myself. Um, your bank probably participates in it. The next time you walk in your bank, pay attention, look around. There's one bank here in, if you live in the Albany area, literally they have a monitor with the foreign currencies going across the screen. So your banking institution literally is participating in the market. However, they're doing it with your money. So if you don't believe me, have you ever noticed or wondered what those signs were on the bank or the ATM machine, the FDIC signs? Hey, listen, if you have over, 200,000, we only insuring up to 200,000. Did you ever stop to wonder and ask yourself what could happen to if I had $1 million in the bank? What would happen to all that money and where is it going? Yeah, the money's really kept in the bank, you guys. It's all digital. Okay. All right, so now that you know what Forex is, let's talk about who we're partnered with. Our partner company is iMastery Academy. And again, on the right side of your screen, you can see our leader, Dr. China Bentley, as well as our CEO and CFO, as well as Andre Logic Mix. The CEO, his name is Christopher Terry. He has over 30 years of experience in this space. Him and Isis Delatorre has done some amazing things inside of this space, helping us become the #1 Forex digital currency educational platform globally. It was founded in 2013, operating in 120 countries. Now, here's the thing that really, really piqued my interest. This company, at the size that it is a debt-free company. Owes no one anything, right? And some of the products that we offer here inside of the iMastery Academy is the Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy, the High Frequency Mastery Academy, the Digital Currency Mastery Academy, and the Home-Based Business Mastery Academy. I know that probably means nothing to you. It sounds like foreign language, but trust me, it's, you'll get there, right? So we operate in a private community. Now this says community. I like to say we're a family. As you can see, these are some of the individuals inside of our family. This was a small portion because we couldn't obviously get them all on the screen. But we really, truly are a family who support one another. We have mentorship inside of the space. The engagement is phenomenal. We have live events. Obviously, with the pandemic going on, that's kind of, but I will say we do have an event that's pushed out in September. Hopefully, things will have quieted down. Even then, there'll be some social distancing in place. Why? Because we are a family and we're just excited about the space that we're in. We absolutely have online events, and recognition is unbelievable. Every time that you hit a certain milestone or whatever, you're celebrated inside of the space. Happy birthdays. It's just a wonderful, wonderful community to be a part of. Now, here's another. This is the founder of the Rich University nightclub, which is where a lot of us get the mentorship, and we're able to come to the market and watch the market live. And the founder of the Rich Club is none other than Logic Mix. He's such a giver. Like literally, this man just does not sleep because he wants us to be able to get this skill down pat. He offers live mentorship, live trading sessions, cryptocurrency on the weekend, high frequency training. Now, this is the nightclub. Since this slide was made, we've added the day club. So you're able to log in at any point and be able to trade and gain pips inside of the nightclub, right? Again, stepping back to what we have, Tokyo, China, which is another trading concept or a trade idea where you literally, if you could copy and paste. Now, obviously with this is a little bit more special and it has some requirements, but if you could copy and paste, well, guess what? You can wake up to profit. This is one trade that comes out at night and it's exclusive just to Rich University and is developed by Tokyo Pips and Dr. China Deathley. One trade at night that comes out about 3 to 4 times a week is a 300 pip move. And you're probably saying, girl, what is a pip? A pip is simply money. That's all that means. And essentially over the 3 to 4 times a week, we average about 1,200 pips a week just from one trade, right? Trade idea. So what does it take to get started in this space to invest into your financial future? Literally, when I saw this price, it was a no-brainer for me. And let me tell you why. Probably about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I was looking to get into the space and not into the foreign exchange space, but into in the world of stocks and just looking at what you had to bring to the table for education because they don't do student loans. So you got to come to the table with at least 30 to 40 grand to be able to pay for the education. And then to be able to go into the stock market, you had to have millions of dollars to invest right on your own. But when I saw this price, whether you're coming in the foreign exchange market, whether you're coming in the digital currency or the high frequency exchange, it's a one-time fee, you guys. One-time fee of $234 to invest into your financial future. So what this is generational wealth. This is what the Bible said that we're supposed to do, leave a legacy for our children's children. This is it. And you have access to it for $234.95 with a continuing education of $174.95. Now, let's just say if you wanted to get all three of these packages, you could come in at $324.95 with a monthly continuing education fee of $274.95. I'll be honest, most of us start with the $234.95. Okay, now that's less than $5.80 a day, less than a cup of coffee. I equated this to me going to TJ Maxx at least once a week. So if I could cut out TJ Maxx once a week, I knew I could pay my tuition. But I learned about this thing called scholarship. Just like any other university, right? You can earn a free scholarship. So you can decide now, right now, if you're listening, I'm assuming you're interested because this just so makes sense, right? But let's just say you get to decide right now in this very moment if you're going to pay the $174.95 or if you're going to earn a scholarship. So how do you earn a scholarship? You simply refer to students and they're able to get free tuition. So what do I mean by that? 2 active paying customers. That means that your tuition is free. We do this one time, and as long as they're active and they're paying, your tuition will be free. That's simply what that means. That's all that it means. So you get to decide whether you want to pay or not pay. Now, when I heard about the scholarship, because my mindset was like, oh, I'll pay the $174. But when I heard about the scholarship, I said, hold on, wait, I can get my scholarship paid for. It was a no-brainer to me. I got started in December, knock on wood, 7 months later. I have never yet paid the $174.95 because how can I keep something like this to myself. Like, why would I? Why would I? Right? So with this, you get to refer, you get to learn and earn. So if you keep talking, you refer people, they even pay you a bonus for referring people. So you're referring, you're learning, and you're earning all at the same time. You're referring, you're learning, and you're earning. That's all we do. So now we're going to talk about compensation. And I've already told you who my mentor is and how much respect that I have for her. Honestly, you guys, because I was able to be teachable, coachable, and be humble in this space, it's all because of her that I've experienced the success that I've experienced. She said, Qualimetrius, do this, do that. I did it. I did not take any shortcuts. I did exactly what she said, and it worked. So without further ado, Dr. China Bethley is absolutely amazing in this space. I could go on and on and on about how amazing she is and her leadership, but I'm gonna, for the sake of time, I'm gonna bring her in so that she can talk about what she's been able to do in this space, and she could talk more about the compensation plan. Dr. China Bethley, are you out there?
Hey, Qualimetrius, I am here. Please let me know if you can hear me okay.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Well, first of all, I just want to say I just enjoyed literally listening to the presentation. Just your heart for your community. I know it's starting to expand outside of the Albany area, but I'm excited for what you're doing and how you're going back and grabbing so many people. I see so many beautiful women faces on here, and that just brings me so much more joy. Just to see First Lady Leslie pull together such a phenomenal group. I know men may be here as well. Her and Dr. Gail to do that is just, I'm excited about it. I think that we're in a space that has been dominated by men for so long that I'm just geeked to see women being open to listening. So many times as a woman, as a mom, and as a wife, we have so many responsibilities and so many hats that we wear that we usually put ourselves at the end of the line. And when it comes down to making a decision that could really help us to progress generationally, sometimes we get a little bit stuck in just making that simple decision. And so I'm happy that so many women are here. I know many of you are ready to partner already, ready to say yes, just to learn more. So many people are looking for new ways that they can earn additional income throughout times like this. So Qualimetrius, I just want to tip my hat off to you for being so coachable. You came in so coachable, already having experiencing great success in your life and your professional career, but you really came in as a student and have learned so much. And now look at you, you get to lead communities and get to make impact on your personal community, especially in a time where I believe so many people need what it is that we have. So once again, I just want to say thank you again to you, Qualimetrius, as well as the First Lady Leslie, as well as to Dr. Gail. We're excited about your decision to partner with us here inside of the Rich University community. So you started to talk a little bit about our compensation plan, and I'm excited because I know that there's some women that are listening, guys that are here as well. And I'm gonna be very transparent. Just like any skill set, it's a process to learn how to trade in the market. We have simplified that with the nightclub, with the day club, with Tokyo China, with Rich Alerts. We give you an opportunity to basically copy, paste, and profit. But we don't want you to rush your learning experience because you may be in a financially strained situation. I tell anybody, this is something that has been kept away from us for hundreds of years, for centuries. This has been around. Forex is not new. It's just new to many of us. And so now that we finally have access to the room, now that we finally have a seat at the table, I don't want anybody in my community to shrink this big old blessing into their budget and say, well, I don't know if I could afford it. If there is a money problem, let's help you to get that money problem out of the way. And so the reason that Rich University, a vision that God gave me 7 years ago to start this company. The reason that we partner with I Am Mastery is because the heart of the company was for the people. And the reason that I knew it was is because normally you needed to have millions of dollars to trade inside the Forex market. That's why we never knew about it, because most people wasn't in a financial position to participate. But one of the things that Christopher Terry did with this concept is he connected a compensation plan to it. So anybody who was in a financially strained situation could actually earn money from the system, just as Qualimetrius did, just as I did, to actually pay to fund their account. Now, by God's grace, I was blessed to make my first million before I was 30 years old. But I can tell you right now, it doesn't really matter if you have a little bit or a lot. If you don't have enough, you just don't have enough. And so I found myself just having the wrong relationships. I mean, I thought I was doing the right thing. I wasn't going out and splurging, but the reality of it is you have to have the right team of people around you that's going to show you how to continue to accumulate wealth and how to allow wealth to grow, not just to have it coming in one time. If you don't have those right wealth relationships, you will find a way to mismanage that money. And so as good as I thought I was doing, I needed a system that was going to continue to allow my money to work for me. And so when I was introduced to this 4 years ago, it's not that I was looking for Forex. In fact, I was totally intimidated. I was totally intimidated as a wife, as a mom. I was looking at them line charts and graphs, and I was like, child, I don't know what you talk. When you say Forex, are you talking about the size of a shirt? What are you talking about? And so I just want to say to those that have several degrees or have had an amazing amount of success, if this is still a new conversation, it's okay. The compensation plan allows you to start your home-based business today. It allows you to become a digital entrepreneur inside of a digital economy. Everything is going digital. In fact, I just posted something on my page. They're talking about a paperless society where people don't even want to exchange cash because of the contamination, right? They're like, wait a minute, we don't actually know if we even want to accept money. So a lot of places that you're going to now are saying that we just want to accept cards. They're also talking about a digital dollar. Now, I'm a global ambassador with the United Nations. So by God's grace, I'm privy to quite a bit of information. And I can tell you that as much of a shift that this pandemic has been, it's also been a lot of prosperity in it for people who are in position. There's a shift that's taking place right now. A lot of people are out of jobs traditionally. You got unemployment going on. They're preparing to stop that. And people are not thinking about what's next. I think they believe that something is going to come, like a ship that's going to say, hey, we can. The reality is we got to get into the driver's seat of our finances. So what we do is we give you a compensation bonus when you help us to achieve our goal in our mission. What is our mission again? To impact nations and generations around the world. When you bless 3 families with your yes to Forex, the company now rewards you with $150 a month that they start paying you. So yes, you said yes to Forex, you paid to be a part of this community, and now the company is paying you because you decided to have what I like to call healthy conversations. I was going to tell somebody anyway. I mean, if I go get my hair done and I like it, I'm going to tell somebody about that. I'm going to tell them about the good restaurant I go to. I'm going to tell people anyway. So the company is paying you $150 a month for blessing 3 families. Now, as you continue to duplicate the process, and even as they share, they may want to get a scholarship. When you bless 12 families, now you're Platinum 600 with our company. You're making $600 a month in residual income. The reason that I like that position so much, I like to call the Platinum 600 position a VIP customer. It's someone who says, okay, I want to make sure that my education is paid for and that my trade account is financed. If you're looking to make sure that your education is paid for and that your trade account is financed, $600 a month would allow you to pay the $174 as well as have additional money that you can put in your trade account. Listen, the only thing that we're doing is pressing 2 buttons, buy or sell. My 5-year-old son, 5, he trades inside of the market. And it's a 50-50 chance that he's going to get every trade that he enters right. So if he's 5 and he could do it, I know everybody on this phone call can trade inside of this market with the trade ideas that we provide you. Now, when you become a Platinum 1000, it means that your yes has blessed 30 families. And now you're making $1,000 a month in residual income. Not only are you learning a skill, but because you decided not to keep it to yourself and to be a part of our mission, you're making $1,000 a month, but we pay you out every Friday. Platinum 2000s are making $2,000 a month for a team of 75. Platinum 5000 are making 225 for 225 families that they bless, they're making $5,000 a month. Now, here's the significant part about that space right there. I know many people that went to school, got master's degrees, perhaps bachelor's degrees, and at that level, they're making about $60,000 a year before taxes and the other responsibilities that they have. Inside of this community, you don't have to worry about no student loans. Yes, there's some relationship with your taxes that you're going to definitely want to make sure that you set up. But the beautiful thing is it's beneficial to you because now you're not only an investor with a lot of beautiful, attractive benefits, but you're a trader that has even more benefits. And as a business owner, you just got the total package deal. We also provide you inside of Rich University the type of education that you would need to understand what's the best best structure for you to do. Now, when you become a chairman in this company, this is when you start to really hear the bells start to ring. You know that you're really, really going to the next level. You become a six-figure earner earning $10,000 a month in residual income for you helping 500 families. Now, of course, at that position, the people who have made it to that point, they may not have talked to or enrolled 500 families themselves, but through duplication, people are actually coming on board. So let's just say we got Cecilia on, Christina on, Courtney on. Okay, when you come on board and you bring in, let's just say Miss Barbara, D'Angelo, and Daz, everybody is going to simultaneously be sharing this information with other people. Why? Because it works. That's how we're at 300,000 people currently in our community, right? And so as they're doing that, every single person is benefiting from the full community. So it's a win-win. Everyone helps everyone. So you're making $10,000 a month, but it's paid out every single week. When you get to a point where you have 1,250 people in your organization, you're making $25,000 a month. 2,500 people in your organization, you're making $50,000 a month. 5,000 people in your organization, you're making $100,000 a month. That's the position that my husband and I are a sneeze away from right now. Even as busy professionals operating multiple businesses, as parents, we're still know that this is a very, very important. The recession, or if we want to call it a recession, I know they're preparing to go into one. The pandemic, none of that affected this market. And so this has been a safe haven for so many people. The compensation plan actually goes up to $1 million a month. Let me tell you something. When I think about where we are right now, when I made my first million before 30, it was in the last recession, 2008 and 2009. And while most people were so frustrated and by right of what was happening with the real estate bubble that burst, most people didn't realize that their cheese had moved. If you guys have ever read that book, Who Moved My Cheese? The cheese has moved, ladies and gentlemen. The cheese is no longer in the industrial age. It's in a digital space. And so you got to be open and quick to make decisions to get in position that's going to put yourself and your family in a better place. And so with that being said, I'm excited. We said yes to Forex. We became digital entrepreneurs. I encourage you to start your home-based business today. We want to welcome you to the family. I do have one more thing that I want to share really quick. So I'm going to pull up this chart just so you guys can have a quick idea of the type of money that you can earn exclusively in Rich University. What you're looking at is the Rich University trading plan. And we show you how to grow your money 10% a day. Now, this is when it got really interesting to me, because whether or not you understand all of the details of trading, that's what we teach you. So you'll learn that. What everybody on this call understands is being able to grow their money, let's just say from $200 to $20,000. We had a young gentleman, 18 years old, that was able to take $200 to $25,000. And now he was able to pay for his first semester in college himself. I mean, that was a blessing. So his mom said yes to Forex. She got in. She turned her son on it. And as soon as he turned 18 years old, she put him in. Well, guess what? He was able to learn faster than her. And now he was able to make enough money that it took the pressure off of her having to worry about paying for his college education, because she did not want him to go into debt, going into the real world. We have to change the trajectory of how we're setting up our next generation. We don't want them to do what we did if we know that it put us in a tough situation. We got to find a way, and we have the solution to help the next generation not to fall into those same predicaments. So $200, your goal would be to grow at 10% a day. We give you the chart here. Day one, $20 is the goal. Day two, $22. Day three, $24. Guys, we're doing this literally all day long. We're providing the trade alerts. By the time you get down to day 7, you've grown $200 to $389. It might not sound like much, but when you put $200 in your bank, if you don't deposit or withdraw anything, you're going to have $200 in your bank 7 days later. So to actually have doubled that money in 7 days, that's amazing. Well, guess what? It continues to go. By the time you get down to day 14, you're at $759. By the time you get down to day 21, you're at $1,480. By the time you get down to day 35, you're at $5,000 from $200. How is this possible? You're growing your money. Compound interest is the greatest wonder of the world. Albert Einstein said it's the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands compound interest, guess what they do? They earn it. He who does not understand compound interest, guess what they do? They pay it. How do they pay it? Car loans, home loans, student loans, credit card loans. Everybody's paying interest. Rich University is showing you how to earn interest, how to make your money make money for you. And we're doing it successfully. We even show you about a 6-year day that you've been able to potentially earn $55,360.30. Now, this is with everything going 100% correctly, but let me prepare you now. Here's what we know. On this side of heaven, things don't usually go 100%, right? So let's just go ahead and look at this row here. We've embedded in the risk factor. We're embedding in 2% risk of your balance. So if you got 50% of this to go wrong, 50% of this did not go right, guess what? You still end up with $25,000 from $200. So what we're showing you is that we've made it affordable and available for the masses of people to participate inside of the largest financial market in the world. And why am I so excited? Because the women are bum rushing the boys club. This is the $1 billion boys' backyard, guys. This is what your Warren Buffett, your George Soros, even your President Donald Trump, this is their space. So the mere fact that we get to bum rush the boys club and get into a space that's been around for centuries and dominate is exciting to me, because I know that when you empower a woman, you're going to empower the community. If you give a man some money, he's going to have some money. He may take care of his family. But if you give a woman some money like this, she's going to make sure her community is good, because that is what we do. I promise you, I'm so excited about the visions that are coming out of this movement. The men and women, both women, especially for me, that are saying yes to Forex right now. Listen, we got so many nonprofit organizations and projects that we're able to collectively come together on. Why? Because we position people to have an additional stream of income or resource. Ministries and churches are coming on board and doing trade ministries, showing the youth in the church how they can do something constructive with their time, develop a skill set. So many college students that are saying, listen, I don't want the student loan debt. I really don't even want to go to school for what I'm signing up for, because I still don't know what I want to do. We're forcing them down a path that most of the time ends up with the way things are moving at the speed of thought. Sometimes the career path that they choose today in 2020 may not even be around in 2024. So what are we telling them that's going to be vital for them so that they don't go seeking the information from other people because they're fascinated? We didn't grow up with a whole bunch of social media and being able to see all of these people's lives. So we was able to control the narrative a little bit more. If we don't be aggressive about moving into solutions for our children, then I promise you they will find something somewhere else, and it may not be the best thing for them. So I challenge and I urge every woman on here, every man on here, every wife, every husband, every mother, every father to make a decision tonight. We're in a position right now where we don't have the luxury. We don't have the luxury to debate something that we didn't even have access to for centuries. Finally, we made it in the room, and now we're giving you an opportunity to have a seat at the table. So with that being said, I'm so excited about the opportunity for many of you to come on board, for many of you to make a decision, for many of you to say yes to Forex, to join our engaging community, supportive community, so that we can continue to make impact. Once again, to Qualametrius, congratulations on just being diligent. Just seeing this vision outside of just you and your phone. I know you could have sat home with you and your phone and made as much money as you wanted to with just you and your phone, because that's the type of space that we're in. The only thing that you need to become successful is a cell phone and internet. But the mere fact that she went the extra mile and over and beyond, that says a lot about her heart. To even First Lady Leslie and Dr. Gail to put this call together. And many of you are here because you respect them. You respect their judgment. You respect what they're doing. They say, listen, I'm just getting started, but listen, I see that it's working. And I don't want to leave anybody out, because we're living in a time of so much uncertainty. And now is the time to become an investor and get in the front of this wave that's coming. The signs are all around us. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to Qualametrius. I'm excited again. Thank you for hosting this call, for being a global leader now. I enjoyed even traveling to London. We went to London together. We went to Turkey together. She had just said yes. And already, because she was so coachable, we took her on one of our excursions. We traveled all around the world with this, and she came to London and Turkey, and it's been a blessing. I cannot wait for the world to open back up so that I can get out of this country. We love to travel and just continue to make impact on nations and generations. So I look forward to seeing many of you on the beaches of the world as we travel together and continue to make impact. And I look forward to seeing you on the inside of Rich University. Back over to you, Qualametrius.
Thank you again, Dr. China. It's been a blessing, you guys. Literally, um, First Lady, thank you so much for coming into this space, seeing the opportunity. Dr. Gail, thank you so much for coming into this space, seeing the opportunity. You guys, I want you, each and every one of you on here, thank you for getting on and hearing the information. But what I want you to do as soon as you get off the call, I need for you to contact Miss Gail, contact Miss Leslie, and I need for you to say thank you, because you heard what Dr. China said. We didn't really have to open our mouths to spread this. Just tell them thank you for thinking enough of you to invite you into this space to see what it is that we're doing here. So call to action. The call is to definitely, if you feel what I felt and you see that this opportunity, go ahead and make a decision. I'm just gonna step out there on faith and say, if everything that you just heard, that you're coming into the family. So congratulations, welcome, 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 welcome. Go ahead and get back with First Lady, and go ahead and get back with Dr. Gail herself. And I look forward to meeting each and every one of you just as soon as the world opens back up, connecting, obviously with Zoom calls we have, but we're gonna win in this space. We're going to change the dynamics of Albany with your help. So blessings to each and every one of you. It is urgent right now. It's called First Movers Advantage, that you get into a position right now. Don't think about it, because the position may not always be here, simply because digital currency, that's the way that we're going. And you may not just have the time to think about, wow, 234, I could come into here and open up a trade account with as little as $100, $200. That opportunity may not always be here. So I want to ask that you urgently get back with Miss Gail, get back with First Lady, Miss Leslie, so that we can get started working together, so that we can start breaking generational curses and making generational curses generational wealth with what we know we now have our hands on. So thank you so much.
Hey, Qualametrius.
Yes.
Hey, really quick before we wrap, I just thought about it. This Wednesday, as you know, we have the trade show coming up. And I know that some of the people on don't know what trade show is, don't know what Tokyo, China is, and don't really understand up here. But it would be the most beautiful introduction for the listeners on this call to experience something that will blow their mind. You will never see money the same when you're able to press buttons on a phone by being in the community, and we say buy and you just press the buy button, and we say sell and you press the sell button, and you literally grow pennies into dollars. Now, everybody that joins today, we're going to give you a $3,000 demo account. That means the only responsibility you have right now is the 234 for your access in the community. We're going to give you a $3,000 demo account that's going to allow you to see in real time how the market is really moving, so that you can participate in the trade show. It's a members only environment. It's a trading room. It's aggressive. Mortgages are going to be paid, because they've already been paid today with the trades that we call today. Card notes are going to be paid. We have people that are preparing to retire their parents. We have people that are preparing to pay off their home loans. We have people that are have already paid off full student debt. Okay, and so we're going to put you in a position, for those of you who say yes tonight, to join us with a $3,000 demo account. Now, you can't take this demo money out. It's demo money. So you can't pull the demo money out, but it allows you to see that the products work, and it allows you to participate. So even if you only put $300 in your live account, whenever you're ready, you will know how to mechanically enter and exit those trades. It's going to be fantastic, and we want to give you an opportunity to participate. So First Movers Advantage, I promise you, I like to call it prime real estate. First Lady Leslie, Dr. Gail, they have only a few spots that's at the top that you get into for those that move quick. So I just wanted to put that invitation out and let them know they definitely want to participate and be a part of trade show that's happening this Wednesday.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's amazing, you guys. Literally, get in place. Get in place so you can experience this trade show. This is a big deal for our community. So this is literally perfect timing. So get back with First Lady Leslie and Dr. Gail so that you can get started with us. So congratulations and welcome to the family. Thanks so much, you guys.